What's going on, everybody? This is Sleeveless Mike of Raw Dog Sports coming to you with day 2 of 32 as we mock draft for every team, counting down to the NFL draft. So we're at like 41 days. We got 31 teams left. They got a little bit of wiggle room in there. So just in case, I can't make it or whatever. But over the next 42 days, before we get to the draft, I'm going to do a mock draft for every single team. If you guys did not see it yesterday, that one for the Raiders is out, the 7-round mock draft. So today we're going to be doing a 7-round mock draft for the New York Jets. I don't want to belabor the point too much here. Let's get into the video. Let's start breaking down what they need. Let's get into the draft because the Jets need a lot, and they've already done a lot in free agency. So we got the Jets on the board there. 7 rounds. I'm not going to adjust any of these settings. Let's enter this draft. Starting the draft on the clock are the Raiders. They go Fernando Mendoza. Makes a ton of sense. And now we get to the Jets pick here at 2. So there's nothing that is going to make them think, let's go quarterback here. There's not a quarterback that is worthy of the number 2 pick. There's not another quarterback worthy of being a first-round pick in this draft, in my mind. Wide receiver need for sure. Edge, guard. I mean, they need a lot of things. They've already gone through and completed quite a few signings in free agency. They go out and sign defensive end Joseph Asai, linebacker Demario Davis, D tackle David Onyemata, DN Kingsley Ogbenari, safety Dane Belton, corner Nashawn Wright, kicker Cade York, shout out Cade York, offensive tackle Max Mitchell, fullback Andrew Beck, and linebacker Michael Walker. So they have really attacked that defensive side of the ball, and I honestly think that's kind of be where they go in this draft as well. I know that they have added pieces, a lot of different pieces, right? But none of the guys that they have signed preclude you from going after somebody that you think could be a all-pro type of player. Edge defender here. Now, I've talked about Ruben Bain a few times. If you guys have not seen any of the Raw Dog Sports episodes or the couple of spots that I have had with the guys over at Sportsocracy, shout out Jeremy Green and everybody over at Sportsocracy. Ruben Bain is probably going to fall because of the length of his arms. He's a good football player, but at the NFL level, some of the statistical things like the arm length, they pay attention to. So I don't think he's going to go here at 2. Arvell Reese is an option, kind of a linebacker edge hybrid, kind of do everything. I think they're going to go straight edge here, and David Bailey is going to be the pick. David Bailey, last 2 years, insane production. I mean, he's everywhere where you want him to be. Sacks through the roof this year at Texas Tech. But, Texas Tech went out. They purchased a lot of players. However, this is not the only year that he's had production. He's done it over a couple years now. So I think Texas Tech, or he's a really good player, and Texas Tech just kind of happened to be going in the right direction. So that's going to be the pick here at 2. David Bailey off the board. All right, now moving to 16. Quarterback still not an option here for me. Wide receiver could be in play. This is a really good wide receiver class. I got Jordan Tyson, Omar Cooper. I got another pick here at 33, though. One of these guys is going to be there, I think. I'm going to hold out hope that one of these receivers is going to be there because I know who I'm pretty sure will not be there based on the majority of the mock drafts I have seen recently is Vega Ione. He is going to go. He's 19. That's going to keep coming up too. I think he's going to be potentially mid first round. I guess that is mid first round, 19. He could go here at 11, the guard. But since I got, excuse me, since I got, quite possibly the best offensive lineman in the draft, sitting right here at a spot of need, and I can get a wide receiver later. We're going Vega Ione right here. He was incredible for Penn State, man. All right. So we still got wide receiver need. Denzel Boston is there. That is fucking perfect if I'm the Jets. Denzel Boston is a big body wide receiver, really good at going downfield, winning jump balls. We'll go ahead and pull up this information here. Contested catch rate. He's the best in this draft. 76.9. Great grade in terms of PFF grades. 11 touchdowns. I mean, multiple years of production. And you get him in the second round. You might consider moving up to the first round and take him at the back end. I don't know if you want that fifth-year option, but this is a great get for the Jets here at the top of the fucking top of the second round. All right, moving down here to 44. All right, now this is where things get a little interesting. Ty Simpson could be in play. People like Ty Simpson. I'm not necessarily one of them. Ty Simpson here at 44 could make a little bit of sense. You're not putting him in the first round. Value could be there. We can see his average draft position, 32.8. With Geno Smith coming back in, I think this could be an option. I don't know that they should do this, though. And I hope that they don't, because they have so much draft capital ready for 2027 when the quarterback class is going to be much, much better. Don't waste the draft capital here. Let's build a team in other areas. Let's have a whatever kind of year we have with Geno, and then let's go out and attack next year's draft and go out and get our franchise guys. So Ty Simpson is in play here, but that's not where I'm going to go. Chris Johnson right there. That's a nice scheme fit. That's a nice, oh man. You lose Sauce, you trade away Sauce, you make trades. Chris Johnson here. This has got to be the pick. Chris Johnson sitting right here. So that's where we're going to go. Now we got a long way to go while we wait. And as it gets down there, shout out one more time to Rip It and all my dudes overseas right now. This is a veteran-run organization in the No Sleeves Network. Raw Dog Sports is hosted by me and Evo, who are Army veterans. So shout out to all of our fellow guys who are downrange right now, hoping for the best for you. Get home quick, take care of business, and then fucking pound a couple of Rip Its while you're at it and make sure you stay awake. But all right, let's move on to pick 103 here. Quarterback could still be in play. I got Garrett Nussmeier, Drew Aller. I fucking do not like Garrett Nussmeier's game. I have not liked it really the entire time I've watched him. He looked decent at the beginning of his college career. I think he's gotten worse throughout his college career. So this is a guy that I am going to stay away from. The Jets should not take a quarterback. I've already talked about it, so I'm not going to do that. Now, oh man, this gets tough. Wide receiver is an option. Malachi Fields is there. Dante Corleone is not a bad player, but you just traded for the tackle. Sean Benny. Man. Where do we go here, guys? Where do we go? Kilgore's already gone. You know what? We're going to go with another receiver. We're going to double up on receiver here for the Jets. Listen, having a lot of weapons for a new quarterback coming in is a great thing. You don't know what's going to happen with Garrett Wilson. He's been banged up. I don't know how good the relationship is right now either. So we're going to double up on receiver here. We're going to go Malachi Fields. Ran really slow, but I feel like he is a guy that can still run routes pretty decently. And he's pretty good at pretty good, in my opinion, at winning the jump ball. This says he's only 47.8. But, man, I watched him at Senior Bowl, and he was able to go out, track the ball from Tylen Green that, I mean, it looked like Willie Mays catching over his head center field, but he did it with one hand. So he has big-time playmaking ability and can win downfield. So this is where we're going to go. I don't love that I thought it was higher than that. I really did. But, man, I've seen him play. We're gonna go here. Don't love the mix up the types of weapons that they have. Ooh. Okay, Klubnik. No, 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 no. Don't love any of this. That's not a terrible idea, but I don't know if a long-term deal is going to get done with Brees Hall. If the long-term deal does get done with Brees Hall, then you don't need to worry about drafting a running back right here. You can do that at the tail end of this fucking thing. These guys are worth using a pick on, man. I've already doubled up on receiver. What offensive tackles are out there? Oof, getting thin, getting very thin at tackle. So don't love that. Interior. Ooh, who is the Jets' current center? I don't know. I do like Pat Coogan, Joe Tippmann, and they got Josh Myers. Oh no, not Tippmann. Tippmann's gone. So Josh Myers and looks like Gus Hardwick. I don't know if Pat Coogan makes sense there then. All right. Let's end up going. I think I was Stroman yesterday. I think I did. You know what? We might go Stroman here again. Pretty decent safety out of Notre Dame. I know that the Jets have obviously added a fuckload to their defense. They already talked about it. They added a safety already in Bane Belton. But it's a 1-year deal. They trade for Minkah Fitzpatrick, who I think is well past his fucking prime. I don't know what they were thinking of bringing him in. You can bring in a younger safety, 6'1", 201, pretty good size, could probably learn a thing or two from Minkah, and then eventually take over a role. So we'll go right here with Stroman. They're gonna try to just keep getting me to take this fucking quarterback. Jamari Taylor's not bad. I just don't know if they're gonna need a back. I also like Kalen Black. Coogan's still sitting there. Ooh, a tight end. Where do we got on the? Jeremy Ruckert is probably their best tight end. Maybe Mason Taylor. Ooh. You know what? Let's get a little crazy. All right, so I graduated high school from Cheyenne, Wyoming. I am a fan of the Wyoming Cowboys football team. I am a much bigger Ohio State fan than my whole life was, kind of based around Ohio sports. But I do have an affinity for the Wyoming Cowboys and John Michael Gillenborg. Listen, down year according to PFF this year, I think he's a pretty good weapon. I thought he ran block pretty well a couple of years ago. I think he's very capable as a pass catcher. Let's get a little crazy here. Let's add to the tight end room and go John Michael Gillenborg. And back on the clock. Oh God, this part of the draft is terrible. Wisniewski's on the board here, but I already took there and he signed a safety. I took a safety. I like Zane as well. I don't know if there's a huge need there. Trying to fill needs, but also get players that I like and that honestly that I know. I can't mock Eli Heidenreich to every team, otherwise I would. You know what? I can't get off, but I'm gonna go Zane. No, they just fucking traded for a D tackle. Oh God, this part of the draft sucks. We're gonna go running back. I gotta decide if it's gonna be Taylor or Black. I don't know if they're gonna get a long-term deal worked out or if it's just gonna be a 1-year deal. Or and I just forgot his name after I said it earlier. Brees Hall, jeez. I mean, the carries are so low. You gotta like that. So we're gonna go with Black here at 181. And cruising through last couple. Look at that. Eli Heidenreich, my guy, sitting right there. All right, so I've gone edge, guard, wide receiver, corner, wide receiver, safety, tight end, halfback. I mean, they've attacked a lot of defense in free agency, so I was trying to be a little more offensive heavy. Canada, pretty good year. Damn, I don't know much about this guy. Cornerback is still a need. I took one early. I don't want to take a quarterback. I didn't take a quarterback earlier. I'm not fucking taking one. Come on, AJ. A little position versatility. I don't know a ton about this guy, but I like the position versatility, so we're going to go there. And then last pick here for the Jets. There, you know, Cole Payton, Luke Altmaier, their possibilities. 7th round pick, 242. Basically, end of this motherfucker. I took Devin Eastern yesterday for the Raiders, just so that Minnesota continued to have a guy drafted every year for the last decade. Sawyer Robertson, I enjoyed talking to him. Like any one of these quarterbacks could be at the ass end of this motherfucker. Except for Pavia. I don't think he gets drafted. How many guards did I take? I only took one guard. You know what? Let's wrap this up and let's go with guy out of Ohio State. Listen, his snap counts obviously gone down. Things have not been great, but you're taking a flyer on a high quality athlete here. That's kind of what you're doing here at the end of these drafts. So that's where we're going to go. Position of need, versatility. Let's see what PFF grades this shit now. They said I drafted David Bailey. I should have gone with Ruben Bain. I respectfully disagree, but oh man. So pretty good. All right. So David Bailey gets an A. Vega Ione gets a B plus. I think that should be higher. Denzel Boston, A. Chris Johnson, A minus. Malachi Fields, A. Stroman, B minus. That's a little higher than I thought. I'm okay with that. Gillenborg, C minus. Yeah, all right. Black, C plus. And then Canada, A minus there. I'll take that. And then Ani Owana. I think that's right. I'm almost certain I got that right. B plus. So, you know what? Top 45% of Jets drafts, according to PFF. A minus overall grade. So Jets fans, let me know how I did. Do you like this draft? Do you not like this draft? Where did I go wrong? Where would you have changed it? And where did I get it fucking right? I mean, Denzel Boston sitting there at the top of the second round felt like a no-brainer. So thank you guys very much. This is day 2 of 32 mock drafts, taking us up into the draft. I wanted to go ahead and drop this thing down. But guys, thank you very much if you tune in. I appreciate you very much. Time is the most valuable thing that you have. So anytime you give some of it to me or to anybody that works with us at the Nestlers Network, I greatly appreciate it. If you have the time, please take a second, like, share, and subscribe. You can catch us on YouTube, X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We are all over. But with that, I am going to get the fuck out of here. I am Sleeveless Mike of Raw Dog Sports. See ya.